Welcome back, Bulldog fans, to Des Moines North High School, where your Ottumwa High baseball team is looking for another sweep over Des Moines North this afternoon. OHS winning Game 1 24-0. The game was stopped by mutual consent after 3 innings. As there's not, I'm talking to a couple people in the Ottumwa dugout, there's not actually a rule that ends a game before 5 innings, but at 24-0 after 3, I think the two teams decided that was enough for Game 1. So OHS now 11-3. They're 5-0 in the Metro, looking to get to 6-0 by the end of our broadcast today. North now 0-11, 0-5 in the Metro. Ottumwa is going to send the backups out there mostly for Game 2, as a lot of the guys who came on either as pinch hitters or defensively in Game 1 will start the second contest. And on the mound, Ottumwa will turn to Thomas Mitchell. And I should grab the Ottumwa stats so I can tell you about him as a pitcher this season. Mitchell has made 2 starts, and he's 0-2, but a 1.91 ERA, so he's had some tough luck. 11 innings pitched, 11 hits allowed. 8 runs, only 3 of them earned. 4 walks, he's struck out 7. Opponents are hitting .229 against him. Now, we mentioned that Des Moines North seemed shorthanded. They looked like they didn't have any subs on the bench, just the 9 on the field. And there were some names in the stats who had played in all 10 games that were not in uniform today. What we're hearing is that after they lost by a run to Des Moines Lincoln last night, some of the players decided they're done. Don't know that for sure. There's not an announcement or anything, but that's what's being talked about around the Des Moines North campus here, their baseball and softball complex today. That's very unfortunate if that's the case. Well, you don't want to get on kids too much, but when you quit on a team in the middle of the season, you're basically thumbing your nose at your teammates. North has some kids here that played in Game 1 are going to have to play in Game 2 if they've only got 9 in uniform, and quite honestly, some of these kids really aren't ready for varsity baseball. And at times it showed, certainly, in that first game. And if that's all North has to play with for the rest of the season, it's going to be a long slog because they've got a Class 4A schedule to deal with. After today, I've got that schedule here somewhere. It certainly will not get any easier for North. Let's bring it up here. After today, they've got to play Martinsdale St. Mary's, a single varsity game tomorrow here in Des Moines. Next Monday, they're at Roosevelt. Then they host East. Then they're at Ankeny Centennial. Then Hoover, Des Moines Lincoln. They'll play Ankeny, so they have to play both Ankeny and Centennial this year. Ankeny's really good. Then they'll rematch with Ottumwa down at Houston Field, and that gets us through the end of June. And I know I believe anyway, I don't have the rest of the schedule in front of me because I didn't bother printing the second page, but I believe they'll end their season against Waukee, and Ottumwa's already played Waukee, so we know that's not going to be a good night for North either. So it's just a tough time. You feel sorry for these kids, and we've said the same thing in the past about softball. And by the way, that Ottumwa North softball doubleheader is underway. Ottumwa has an early lead. Can't quite see the scoreboard from here, but we'll check that when we go to break. But we said it about North softball, and we can say it certainly now about North baseball. You feel sorry for the kids that are here. They're working hard. They're doing the best they can. They've had a series of coaching changes. Got some teammates who are not here for whatever reason today, and having to play what is turning out to be a very good Ottumwa team, and the Bulldogs took full advantage of the shorthandedness of North in Game 1. All right. Ottumwa playing some catch in the outfield as we start getting ready for Game 2. Let's take 3 minutes and come back on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Summer is the time to make every moment count. So pack more toys with bigger hauling and towing capacity. Go social outdoor style, connect with your friends, and turn up your soundtrack to make your rides even more epic. Because conquering summer is about capturing every second of adventure. Polaris. Think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you, great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Schroeder Graphics and Signs, LLC, across the road from RJ Performance, is your go-to headquarters for all things custom designed, including vehicle wraps, printing, signs, billboards, and state-of-the-art commercial lighted signs. They also do window designs, semis, and VIN DOTs, wall designs, any size of coolers, customized bag boards, custom trailers, tumblers, race cars, go-karts, off-road vehicles, and more. Realtors, contact them for your custom yard signs, too. Visit sgsignsllc.com and like them on Facebook. Schroeder Graphics, be a brand above.
Hi everyone, this is Karina Drummond with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. We are a full-service salon offering hair, nail, brow, lash, facial, and waxing services. We also handle weddings, proms, and other large events with multiple person makeover sessions, so contact us early to get booked for your next event. We thank all of our loyal customers for your patronage and invite all newcomers to join our salon family. And remember, looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. Like Reflection Studio on Facebook and visit reflectionstudio.com. That's Reflections with a Z.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Baseball getting ready for Game 2 here at Des Moines North. Let's check that Bulldogs starting lineup for the second game. Leading off and playing shortstop will be Carter Thompson. Batting second and playing left field, Miles Sainer. Julian Moore, the third baseman, will bat third. And batting cleanup is the pitcher, Thomas Mitchell. Lucas Barnes in center field batting fifth. Ryan Slack, the first baseman, will bat sixth. Theron Royer, the second baseman, hitting seventh. Trevor Summers catching and batting eighth. And batting ninth is the right fielder, Tice Barker. As we mentioned, Thomas Mitchell on the mound, 0-2, but with a solid 1.91 ERA. Ottumwa winning Game 1, 24-0. The game halted after 3 innings. And now we await the start of Game 2. Over on the softball diamond, just behind me and to my right, when I checked during the break, Ottumwa had taken a 12-0 lead over the North softball team, and that game was still in the first inning. That was a predictable occurrence. Didn't really predict that the baseball game would go like that, but again, North is shorthanded today, and we fear they might be shorthanded the whole rest of the season, and Ottumwa scored 18 runs in the first. Right now, Adam Greiner is trying to hit fly balls to Ottumwa outfielders. He's trying to hit one out to Tice Barker and couldn't quite get it out there. Trevor Summers with a chuckle with him. Not sure who North is going to start in Game 2. I did see someone warming up a little while ago in their bullpen. But I didn't quite catch the number. Just now, Jonah O'Neill was playing catch, but not in the bullpen. So, haven't seen a lineup card for North yet. Again, if they still only just have the 9 kids, than the same 9 we saw in Game 1. Likely, they could be in a different order in Game 2. North head coach Brandon Weisert might choose to change that up. So our final broadcast of the week comes up tomorrow night. Bulldogs softball on the road at Indianola. That's a place where Ottumwa has had some tough luck in recent years. A doubleheader beginning at 5:30. Tomorrow on 1240 a.m., 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. Then no ball games Friday or Saturday. Obviously none on Sunday. Monday, we're back with baseball. That'll be at home versus Des Moines Lincoln starting at 5, a conference doubleheader. Wednesday, we have baseball on the road at Des Moines Roosevelt next week at 3:30 start. Week from Thursday on the road at Urbandale, baseball a 5 o'clock start. And then Saturday, Ottumwa playing in the tournament, baseball at South Winneshiek. We play Decorah at 1, and then the host team, South Winneshiek, at 3 a week from Saturday. That's a new place we haven't gone yet, different tournament. And obviously we were killing a little time here. I see what we were waiting on now. Our umpires were taking quite a bit of time to return from their room. And as soon as they get to home plate, Coach Yeager's out of the dugout with his Game 2 lineup card. So we're getting close to the start of Game 2. They didn't have the national anthem before Game 1, so presumably we will have it here shortly. But it'll be a couple minutes yet. So let's make it a 90-second timeout and return on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hello, this is Lisa Bittner, Clinic Manager with Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine. We specialize in pediatrics to geriatrics, internal medicine, and family practice. Basically, from babies to grandparents. We are here for you. We want to be your primary care provider. Call us at 641-683-0800 to schedule an appointment. Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, 522 North Hancock Street in Ottumwa. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org.
We all have a picture of the life we want to live, a desire to connect the work we do with a purpose. There is a way to get there, but the price of admission is money and the drive to succeed. Success takes skill. Skill takes training. Training takes work. If you're ready to live, learn, train, and connect, Job Corps is ready for you. Careers begin here.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Baseball on KBIZ. Bulldogs getting ready for Game 2 here at Des Moines North. Game 1 went the way of OHS 24-0 in 3 innings. Bulldogs will run a lineup full of reserves out there in Game 2, as a matter of fact. The only 2 players in the lineup who you would say have started at least somewhat regularly for Ottumwa this year, Carter Thompson, the leadoff hitter, and Julian Moore at third base. Moore has shared the catching duties with Adam Dennison, although Adams had more time behind the plate recently. Thompson, in the normal starting lineup, is the second baseman, but he's over to shortstop, and instead of hitting further down in the order, he is the leadoff hitter here in Game 2.
Welcome to game day on the campus of North High School. The North High School Athletics Department is proud to uphold the principles of good sportsmanship.
Bulldogs 11-3.
Spectators to treat each other, the players,
and
coaches, and
fairly confident they'll get to 12-3 by the end of this one.
Cooperation in helping make North High School a top-tier
The standings in the Metro coming into today: Ottumwa 4-0, 10-3 in conference. Roosevelt 4-0, but 4-0 in conference, 10-3 overall. Roosevelt also 4-0 in conference, 5-6 on the season overall. Lincoln and Hoover both 2-2 in conference, Lincoln is 2-6 overall. Hoover 2-8. East and North both 0-4 in conference play. East is 2-10. North 0-10. Of course, North now 0-11 after the loss to Ottumwa.
Miles Sainer. Batting third and playing third, number 25.
Again, the last check of the Ottumwa softball game across the way, 12-0.
Thomas Mitchell.
I don't know what it is now exactly, but I did see Ottumwa in the field, so that top of the first did come to an end. It's easier for a softball team to end a blowout or end an inning that's gotten out of hand, because if you get a runner on base, all that runner has to do is leave before the pitcher, leave the base before the pitcher releases the pitch, and that runner's out. And over the years, Frank Houston up here has done that deliberately many times, and I'm guessing now Mandy Moore choosing to do that as well. Here at the baseball diamond, that's not something Ottumwa could do. The Bulldogs putting 18 runs on the board in the first inning. Ottumwa stopped taking extra bases, didn't run on wild pitches, just went base to base.
Third baseman for
But
the Polar Bears, number 25.
Ottumwa just couldn't stop hitting.
Batting fourth and playing first, number 24, Jonah O'Neill.
So the batting order being introduced for North now.
Batting fifth, number 18, Caleb Manriquez.
So far it's the same. Ruckman, Daring, Cone.
Number 13, it's Ben
Close to it.
Heiser. Batting seventh and pitching for North, number 23, Bryant Powell. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 39, A.J. Larson.
So I'm hearing a couple different names, or at least one different name for North.
Right field, it's number 8, Aaron Gonkayan.
Well, they've got a couple different names in there. We'll double check those in a moment and give you that North lineup. They're going to have the national anthem. We'll take 90 more seconds and come back with the first pitch of Game 2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate.
Ottumwa High Baseball getting ready for Game 2 on KBIZ. The starter for Des Moines North here in Game 2 is Bryant Powell. And he is just out of 8th grade. Again, I think North has had to call up some sub-varsity players today. Didn't look like they had anybody in reserve in Game 1. They do have 11 players in uniform that I've seen now as they lined up for the national anthem. I don't know if I missed them earlier or if they arrived late. Powell is making his varsity debut on the mound. And batting in the 7th spot in that North batting order. Let's see, you've got some of the same players in the same positions. Trevor During is still catching. Jonah O'Neill is at first. A.J. Larson is at second.
Rudy Ruckman at short. Bulldogs are head
Xavier Cohn at third.
Yeager. Your Polar Bears are head coached by Brandon Weissert. Starting on the mound for the Polar Bears in game
So that puts
Brian Paul.
Ben Heiser in left, Caleb Manriquez in center, and Ronnie Moore in right. Pardon me, that's not Ronnie Moore. That's Aaron Gonkarian. So anyway, Carter Thompson will lead it off. And the first pitch of the game, down low, ball one. First pitch at 5:36. 92 degrees in Des Moines. The 1-0. In there for a strike, 1-1. Skies are partly sunny again. Sometimes the sun is out, sometimes it goes behind a cloud and hides. South wind at 5 miles an hour as that pitch is well inside, count 2-1. What little wind there is blowing out. 2-1 to Carter Thompson. He'll be followed by Miles Sainer and Julian Moore. That pitch misses, and it's 3-1 to Thompson. Sluggers count for the Bulldog shortstop, and he chops one to third. Cohn bobbles it, has it in the glove. Long throw across the diamond is in time for out number one. That brings up Miles Sainer. Sainer off the bench was 1 for 2 in game one with an RBI. First pitch from Powell misses for ball one. P-O-W-E, Bryant Powell. That pitch misses, and Sainer ahead 2-0. From the stretch, Powell's 2-0, high and inside 3-0. I imagine that Miles is taking here. And that drops in on the inside corner for a strike, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch hit him in the back. Powell doesn't throw very hard, so Sainer not bothered by it. He'll head down to first. And the batter is Julian Moore. Moore didn't play in game one.
Third baseman number 25, Julian Moore.
Moore is hitting 154 with an RBI. However, his on-base is 421. He's drawn 4 walks. He's been hit by 2 pitches. Runner goes. First pitch is high, ball one. Daring's throw down to second, not in time, as Sainer steals the bag. And that'll be the first steal of the year for Miles Sainer. 1-0 to Moore. Runner in scoring position now. And the pitch. Line down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Going to roll into the corner. Around third on his way home is Sainer. Around second on his way to third is Moore. And now they're saying the ball got under the fence out of play. And that's going to send Julian back to second on a ground rule double. But he does drive in the run. And Ottumwa leads at 1-0. A tough break. Julian should have had at least a triple.
The pitcher, number 18, Thomas Mitchell.
But Moore will pick up an RBI. His second of the season. Now here's Thomas Mitchell. First pitch a strike, 0-1. Thomas hitting 182 with a double and 3 runs batted in. I was about to look to see if Moore had a courtesy runner at second, but he's not catching this game. He's playing third base. Now the 0-1. Liner caught by the shortstop Ruckman. Throw to second, not in time as Moore gets back. Mitchell hit it on a rope, but right at Ruckman for out number 2. That'll bring up the center fielder, Lucas Barnes.
The center fielder, number 22.
Barnes
Lucas
was 1 for 2 in game 1 after coming on. That one hit was his first of the season. First pitch down and in, ball 1. Right-hander to right-hander, the 1-0. Breaking ball swung on and missed. And the count even at a ball and a strike. One run home in the inning. Miles Sander was hit by a pitch, stole second, and scored on the ground rule double by Julian Moore. Now a chopper to third. Cone drops this one, picks it up, doesn't have a play. Now they've got Moore caught in a rundown, but it's thrown away. Moore around third. He's on his way home. The ball picked up in shallow right by Larson. The throw to the threw it back to the pitcher. Moore scores, and it's 2-0. Boy, Julian Moore got caught too far off second base after
first baseman, number 11, Ryan Slack.
Cone picked up that bobbled grounder, then he threw it away. There's 2 errors on that play in the inning. Barnes reaches on the fielding error, and then Moore scores on the throwing error. Now Ryan Slack grounds one through the left side for a base hit. Runners will be at the corners with 2 down. And the batter will be Theron Royer.
The second baseman, number
Royer,
16, Theron Royer.
In game 1, grounded out twice and grounded into a fielder's choice. He did drive in a run. He needs a base hit here to pick up an RBI. 2-0 at Ottumwa, top 1. Runner goes, pitch well high and inside. They fake the throw to second. So Ryan Slack will get a stolen base. Barnes the runner at third. Slack at second. And now the home plate umpire calls time, and he's going out to have a chat with the pitcher, Bryant Powell. And I think this is a wise move. I'm guessing it has something to do with either his motion or maybe he was going to his mouth. You're not allowed to go to the mouth when you're on the mound. And instead of just giving the young man who hasn't even taken a high school class yet a balk right away, he gave him a friendly warning that he shouldn't do that. And now that pitch lifted in the air, right side. This could be trouble over towards the line, and it falls down, and then the right fielder falls down. Racing around second is Royer on his way to third. And he'll have himself a 2-run triple. And Ottumwa leads 4-0.
The catcher, number 6, Trevor Summers.
So 4-0 at Ottumwa. 3 of the runs unearned thanks to a couple of errors. That is a bloop triple for Royer. Here's the catcher, Trevor Summers. And it's high and inside, ball 1. Right fielder Aaron Gunkarian was trying to get to that bloop. He actually overran it a little bit and then tried to get back to it and slipped on the grass. Pitch on the inside corner to Summers, count even at a ball and a strike. Summers in game 1 after he came in was 1 for 2. The 1-1. Popped up, shallow left center. That could be trouble. But, racing over but not able to make the catch is Manriquez. He nearly got there, but it ended up falling behind him. Summers around second. He wants 3, and he'll beat the throw to third. That'll be a triple. And it's 5-0.
The right fielder, number 1.
So that brings up the number 9 hitter, Tice Barker. Barker had an RBI single after entering game 1. First pitch. Ground ball to short. Charged by Ruckman. Fielded cleanly. Thrown across in the dirt. And able to dig it out was O'Neill. A nice play by the first baseman to retire the side. But Ottumwa gets 5 runs, 4 hits. There were 2 errors and 1 left on base. After half an inning, Ottumwa 5, Des Moines North coming up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Today and live heartburn free. Prilosec OTC. 1 pill a day. 24 hours. 0 heartburn. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat.
Bottom of the first inning, Ottumwa 5, Des Moines North nothing, and Thomas Mitchell takes the mound with a sizable lead, although not as big as the 18-run lead Max Thomason had in the bottom of the first in Game 1. The defense behind Mitchell has Miles Sainer in left, Lucas Barnes in center, Tice Barker in right, Julian Moore at third, Carter Thompson at short, Theron Royer at second, Ryan Slack at first, and Trevor Summers behind the plate. Top three in the Des Moines North order, the shortstop Rudy Ruckman, the catcher Trevor Daring, and the third baseman Xavier Cohn. Then it's Josh O'Neill at first, Caleb Manriquez in center, Ben Heiser in left, Bryant Powell pitching, A.J. Larson at second base, and Aaron Gunkarian in right field.
Starting pitcher for the Ottumwa Bulldogs in Game 2 is number 18, Thomas Mitchell.
Ruckman in Game 1. 0 for 1 was hit by a pitch.
Leading off the bottom of the first for your
Left-handed batting shortstop.
Rudy Ruckman.
Pitched an inning in Game 1 as well. He allowed 5 runs. Open stance, slightly open stance in that right-handed batter's box. First pitch bounces in there from Mitchell. He's checking his footing on that mound, ball one. North does have one of the steeper mounds in high school baseball that we play on. Thomas is 1-0. On the outside corner for a called strike, 1-1. Righty to lefty, that pitch down low, and Mitchell falls behind 2-1. The next offering, ground ball to third off the end of the bat, fielded by Moore. Long throw across is on the money for out number 1. That brings up the catcher, Trevor Daring. He was 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a soft line out in Game 1.
Trevor Daring.
The wind by Mitchell and the pitch. A little bit high and inside, ball 1. Thomas's next offering. Fly ball, shallow left center. Out is Thompson, and that's going to fall in the Bermuda Triangle for a bloop single. So North, who had only 1 hit in Game 1, gets its first hit of Game 2 with 1 down in the bottom of the first. That brings up the third baseman, Xavier Cohn.
Xavier Cohn.
Cohn was 0 for 2 in Game 1. Again, we played only 3 innings in Game 1, and it was stopped kind of by mutual consent at 24-0. North probably didn't have enough pitchers to keep going. From the stretch, throw to first. Close play, but back in safely is Daring. Let's check the base running stats. Haven't really had to do that for North today. Daring is 2 for 2. And he's running. Pitch was a check swing for a strike. The ball slipped out of the glove of Summers, so During gets his third steal. Count is 0-1 to Cone. Mitchell's 0-1. Swing and a miss. Chased one low and away, 0-2. Runner at second, one down for North, bottom of the first. Ottumwa leading 5-0. A look at second and the 0-2. Up and into it, got him in the helmet. A breaking ball that didn't break. And now there's 2 on and 1 out. Cone is okay. And the batter, Jonah O'Neill. O'Neill was 0 for 1 in game 1 with a ground out.
For North, the first baseman, number 24, Jonah O'Neill.
So O'Neill stands in and swings and misses at a fastball 0-1. Mitchell blew it right by him. That pitch lifted in the air behind third, coming in shallow left and making the catch is Sainer for out number 2. Julian Moore was racing out, and I was worried for a moment it was too shallow for Sainer, but he got there. And there's 2 away for the center fielder, Caleb Manriquez.
Standing in, the center fielder, number 18, Caleb Manriquez.
Manriquez didn't have an official at-bat in game 1. He walked in his only plate appearance. First pitch here is inside to the left-handed hitter for ball 1. First and second, 2 down for North, and the 1-0. Off the plate, I guess, maybe a bit low, 2-0. Mitchell looks back at second, the 2-0, high, 3-0. The left fielder, Ben Heiser, on deck. Three balls, no strikes. Pitch on the way. Right down Broadway, 3-1. Two on, 2 out, bottom 1. Ottumwa leading 5-0, the 3-1. Outside corner, strike 2. Enriquez looked like he wanted to toss the bat away. He thought he'd drawn ball 4, but it's 3-2. Let's see if Mitchell can come all the way back. Runner should go. The 3-2. In there, called strike 3, and the inning is over. As Mitchell gets out of the jam, no runs, 1 hit, 2 left after an inning. Bulldogs lead 5-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
We know now more than ever how important high-speed fiber internet is to our customers, ranging from at-home work, at-home schooling, and all of your online gaming and streaming requests. We have you covered, but don't wait. Our springtime queue is filling up fast, and I want to help you get your name on that list. Call me, Samantha, your local Lisco sales rep at 641-209-5400. That's 209-5400, or visit our website at www.lisco.com.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me lead.
Top of the second inning, Ottumwa 5, Des Moines North 0, game 2 of our doubleheader. Bulldog Baseball brought to you by Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, your premium broadband provider, now expanding into Wapello County. Please go to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com to express interest in fiber internet at your home. By Josh Brenda and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. And by Ottumwa Job Corps Center, providing the skills you need to succeed in today's workforce at no cost to you. Visit ottumwajobcorps.gov. 5-0 Ottumwa as Ryan Powell for North on the mound for his second inning of work, again just out of 8th grade. You see that a lot more in softball than you do in baseball, but North is a little short-handed. Ottumwa sent all 9 men to the plate in the opening inning, so it'll be Thompson, Sainer, and Moore, the top 3 in the order here in inning number 2. Carter Thompson grounded out to start the game. So Ottumwa put together its 5-run rally after there was one down.
For the Bulldogs, shortstop number 19, Carter Thompson.
Right-hander to right-hander. Powell working from the stretch, and the pitch is inside and hit him on the hip. So Ottumwa has a leadoff man on, and here is Sainer. He was hit by a pitch his first time up.
Miles Sainer.
So Powell hasn't walked a batter yet, but he has hit 2 batters. First pitch here. Grounded sharply, fair down the third base line past Cone. It'll die in the grass. Stopping at second is Thompson as Heiser gets the ball back in. 2 on, nobody out for Julian Moore, who hit an RBI ground rule double his first time up.
The third baseman, number 25, Julian Moore.
Five nothing at Ottumwa, and already 2 on, nobody out here in the top of the second. First pitch to Moore. Bounced in there, got away from the catcher. And the wild pitch will move runners up to second and third. Now a chance for Moore to drive in a pair. Want to know the count. Pitch on the way. Fly ball to center. Manriquez backpedaling, turning. It's over his head. It's going to roll all the way to the fence. 2 runs will score. Moore hustling for second. He'll make the turn. He wants 3. And they missed the cutoff man. Moore around third. He's headed home. The relay throw to the plate will not be made. Moore comes all the way around. 3-run score, and it's 8-0. I don't think you can give Julian an inside-the-park homer here. I think that is a triple.
Number 18, Thomas Mitchell.
And then a throwing error on the center fielder, Manriquez, missing the cutoff man, allowing Moore to score. Now here's Thomas Mitchell, who lined out sharply to shortstop his first time up. Well, still Julian halfway to the cycle. He thought he'd had a triple last time, but the ball bounced out of play in that left field corner. And now a pitch comes inside and hits Mitchell, and he's on for the first time in this game. That brings up Lucas Barnes, who reached on an error and scored in the first.
The center fielder, number 22, Lucas Barnes.
Will Ottumwa get a courtesy runner from Mitchell here? Nope. Looks like Thomas will run for himself. So Barnes stands in. Mitchell runs, pitches popped to left center. And it'll land between the 2 outfielders and then get behind them. As Manriquez finally gets it back in, runners end up on second and third. Call that a single for Barnes, and then an error allowing the runners to take an extra base. And the batter, Ryan Slack, an RBI single, or not an RBI single, but a single, a stolen base, and a run scored in the first. Second and third, still nobody out. And that pitch inside, Slack bends out of the way, 1-0. Eight nothing at Ottumwa. And that pitch behind Slack, 2-0. Powell right now having trouble finding a consistent delivery. The right-hander's 2-0. In the dirt, 3-0. Royer on deck for Ottumwa. The 3-0 to Slack. Ground ball to short. Ruckman has it. He'll throw to first. And it gets away. One run was going to score anyway. Here comes the second runner home. Slack around second, racing for third. A lot of foul territory out there. And it is 10-0. So that's an error on the shortstop. Slack still gets one RBI. Mitchell would have come home even if they'd gotten the out.
Second baseman number 16, Theron Royer.
Barnes comes home on the air, and here's Royer, who had a 2-run triple his first time up. That pitch sails over his head, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Pitch inside, 2-0. And this pitch in the dirt, 3-0. The 3-0 pitch, swung on, grounded to third. Cone has it. He'll throw to first in time for the out. Good stretch by O'Neill. The run scores as Slack comes home. And it's 11-0, so give Royer another RBI, his third of the game.
The catcher, number 6, Trevor Summers.
That's the first out. Nobody on base. Here's Trevor Summers, who hit an RBI triple his first time up. And this pitch in the dirt, ball 1. The next offering low and away, and it's 2-0 to Summers. Powell's next pitch comes inside, and he falls behind 3-0. You wonder if the young man is feeling the fatigue now. He's thrown a lot of pitches in the heat, again, just out of 8th grade. Probably didn't even go to bed last night thinking he'd be starting a varsity game today. The 3-0 hit high in the air, but foul off to the left out of play. 3-1. Powell's 3-1, inside ball 4. That brings up Tice Barker, who grounded out his first time up. Pitch low and away, ball 1. Took a glance at Twitter, see some people up here in the Des Moines metro area and a little bit north talking about rain. And there are some more serious-looking clouds off to the north, but they're not threatening here. As Barker pops it up right side, who wants it? It'll be the first baseman O'Neill to make the catch on the grass in fair territory for out number 2. Back to the top of the order, Carter Thompson. 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch and scored a run earlier this inning.
Shortstop, number 19, Carter Thompson.
Tomo sent 9 men to the plate in the first inning. That's now 10 men at the plate here in the second. Leading 11-0. Man on first, 2 down, and the pitch. Up high, ball 1. Yeah, the clouds we can see as that pitch in the dirt all the way to the backstop. Summers will take second. The clouds we can see are some pop-up storms that are just north of Ames. So while it's an impressive sight from where we're sitting on the north side of Des Moines, it's not anything that's going to come anywhere near here. Two balls, no strikes to Thompson. Summers now at second, 2 down. And this pitch inside, and it hit him in the back. Second time that Thompson's been hit by a pitch in the inning. And Miles Sainer will come to the plate for the third time in this game. Check that. We'll get a pinch hitter here. Tyler Shark will get an at-bat. And before Shark bats, we have a conference with the North head coach Brandon Weisert and his pitcher Bryant Powell. So now Shark will stand in. He's a left-handed hitter.
Now batting for Ottumwa, number 21, Tyler Shark.
This will be his first at-bat of the season. 2 on, 2 out, top 2. Pitch way outside, ball 1. Bulldogs ahead 11-0. 5 in the first, 6 so far here in the second. The pitch, swing and a miss. Count even at a ball and a strike. Shark put his foot in the bucket a bit there, kind of stepped towards first base. Has to stride into the pitch, especially if Powell is going to throw him pitches outside. The 1-1, low and in. Shark lays off, 2-1. Powell working deliberately here. The 2-1. Ground ball to the right side, over to his left, and unable to get it is the second baseman Larson. Racing around third and scoring is Summers. Stopping at third is Thompson, and it is 12-0. I have a feeling Ottumwa might rate that as a hit. We'll go with the hit and RBI
25, Julian Moore.
for Tyler Shark. Here's Julian Moore. He was doubled and tripled. On the triple, he scored when the throw back into the infield got away. That pitch way high, ball 1. (12-0) Ottumwa. Runners on the corners, 2 down. And Moore hits a high fly ball to left. Heiser came in, now going back. He settles under it and makes the catch to retire the side. The Bulldogs add 7 more runs. It's 12-0 as we go to the bottom of the second on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the gang chose me.
Ottumwa High Baseball on KBIZ. Brought to you by Slayton Polaris, your home for the best deals on Polaris Rangers and ATVs. Call or stop in and see them today, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. By Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Eternal Medicine Clinic, 522 North Hancock Street in Ottumwa. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercy1.org. And by Lisco, Southeast Iowa's leader in fiber optic telecommunications. Lisco of Fairfield. 12-0 Bulldogs as Des Moines North comes to bat in the bottom of the second inning. North had 2 on, 1 out in the first, but couldn't do anything with it, and now it'll be Ben Heiser, Bryant Powell, and A.J. Larson. Heiser in game 1 was 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Afternoon final, Major League Baseball, Cubs 3, Pirates 1, or pardon me, Padres 1. Cubs 3, Padres 1. So all the people saying, I'm going to get a little editorial here, and all people have been saying since the beginning of the year, doesn't matter if the Cubs are in contention, they're not serious contenders. The NL Central is weak, and Cubs need to trade away Chris Bryant, trade away other guys, and restock and rebuild. Well, the Cubs are still in first place. They're at least 7 games over 500. That pitch to Heiser is on the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. And the Cubs have now won 5 out of 6 on the season series from the Padres. They've already won a series from the Cardinals. They won a series from the Dodgers. I think the Cubs are better than people think. That pitch is a strike, 0-2. To my Cardinal listeners out there, Cardinal fans, your team's still good. That pitch down and in, 1-2. Both teams have some injury issues, and, of course, the Brewers are pitching like crazy but can't hit a lick, so the NL Central is interesting to be sure. As the 1-2 swung on and missed strike 3. Second strikeout for Thomas Mitchell, out number 1 here in the second. The batter is the pitcher, Bryant Powell. In making his varsity debut, we believe, today.
Number 23, Bryant Powell.
But back to the Cubs briefly. The way they have played since their slow start, and the fact that they're doing it with so many guys still hurt, as there's a strike, 0-1. And plus, when you realize that on Saturday, Wrigley Field will host a Cubs-Cardinals game at 100% capacity for the first time since 2019. That pitch, a letter-high strike, 0-2. So the Cubs are going to have full capacity back in their ballpark Saturday and moving forward. There's no way you can start dealing your stars if you're in first place. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Pow down on 3 pitches for out number 2. And the batter, A.J. Larson, who struck out in his only at-bat in Game 1.
The second baseman, number 39, A.J. Larson.
Mitchell trying to get through a very quick second inning. First pitch, in there for a strike, 0-1. Well, it's too bad he threw a ball to Heiser in that sequence. He's just 1 pitch over the minimum with 2 strikeouts. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Well, when you get 3 strikeouts on 9 pitches, they call it an immaculate inning. It'd be 10 pitches if he strikes out Larson right here. The 0-2. Breaking ball called, strike 3. Another good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Strikes out the side on 10 pitches, does Thomas Mitchell. We go to the third. Ottumwa leading 12-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Are you looking for someone to capture the special moments in life, such as senior photos, weddings, family portraits, baby pictures, or even your furry friends? Look no further than Lee's Photography in Ottumwa to schedule your appointment. Brian, Connie, and the staff at Lee's Photography have the knowledge and experience to capture your special moments and make your vision come to life. Visit them on Facebook to see the range of their work. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, for all your all-around photography needs.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I'm doing my best. Now let's cheer on that polar bear defense. I like your energy, Uncle Eustace. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Today in Baseball History with Uncle Eustace.
Top of the third inning. Bulldog Baseball brought to you by Coal Palace Cafe and Books on West Main Street in Ottumwa by the Train Depot. They offer an array of coffee beverages and they serve breakfast. Plus, they have homemade soups, salads, and sandwiches for lunch. For more information, like and follow them on Facebook. By Blackhawk Auto Body and Linex of Ottumwa for all your auto body repair needs, insurance work, and spray and bed liners. Check them out for all your aftermarket truck accessories. Contact Blackhawk Auto Body for a free quote. And by Lee's Photography in Ottumwa, capturing all the special moments in your life, such as weddings, sports, senior photos, family portraits, and more. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, capturing memories to last a lifetime. 12-0 Ottumwa as they come to bat here in the top of the third. Well on their way to a convincing sweep in conference play over Des Moines North. Thomas Mitchell will lead it off for Ottumwa. Mitchell's 0 for 1. He's been hit by a pitch and has scored a run.
Leading off the top of the third for the Bulldogs, pitcher number 8.
Lucas Barnes, Ryan Slack scheduled to follow. Bryant Powell still out there for North, and the pitch is driven to deep left field. Heiser going back. That's over his head, and it'll one hop against the fence. Thomas around first. He's on his way to second, and he will cruise in with a leadoff double. That brings up Lucas Barnes, who has reached on an error and singled. 1 for 2 in this game.
Center fielder number 22, Lucas Barnes.
First pitch, grounded foul, third base side 0-1 as Powell had Lucas out in front. "12-0 Ottumwa here in the top of the third. Already a man on second. And a pitch down and in evens the count to Barnes at a ball and a strike. Bulldogs 12 runs on 8 hits, no errors. North, no runs, 1 hit, and 5 errors. And that pitch hit fair down the third base line, rolling into foul territory. That'll score Mitchell as Barnes takes his place with a double. They trade places, and it's 13-0. And now the batter, Ryan Slack.
First baseman
He's singled, and he's reached on an error. He's driven in a run. And that pitch sailed behind him, ball 1. Two ringing doubles to start the third inning for Ottumwa. The next offering. Liner fair over the glove of the third baseman Cone. Heiser gets to it quickly, and he will hold Slack to a single and stop Barnes at third base. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Here is Royer,
number 16,
who has
Theron
tripled and grounded out. He's driven in 3 runs in game 2. First pitch here, sails over his head as he ducks out of the way, ball 1. The next offering is popped up right side. A lot of foul territory over there. O'Neill, the first baseman, will make the catch for out number 1. Royer is retired. The batter, Trevor Summers, who has tripled and walked.
The catcher, number 6, Trevor Summers.
First pitch to Trevor, sailed behind him, ball 1. Had to give Brian Powell some credit again, just out of 8th grade, and probably still has a growth spurt to come. That pitch outside 2-0. He's clearly not a kid who should be starting a varsity game, but North didn't have much of a choice, as shorthanded as they are. And obviously he's given up a lot, but he's hung in there. He just keeps trying to pump those pitches in there. That ball is lined into left field for a base hit. RBI single for Summers. Scoring is Barnes. To second is Slack. 14-0. And the batter, Tice Barker, who's 0 for 2.
The right fielder, number 1, Tice Barker.
First pitch to Tice. A little bit down and in, ball 1. The stretch and the 1-0. Behind him, 2-0. Hitters count for Barker, 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. Ground ball left side, deep in the hole at short is Ruckman. And everybody's safe. Ruckman tried to tag Slack getting to third, couldn't tag him, and then tried to throw to second to get Summers, and he was safe there. It's a fielder's choice.
Bulldogs, number 20, Max Thomason.
And now Max Thomason will pinch hit for Carter Thompson. And that pitch way inside, ball one. Thomason had a big game one, 3 shutout innings during the win on the mound. 2 triples at the plate and 6 RBI total in the game. That pitch misses 2-0. $14-0 Ottumwa. Bases loaded, 1 out, top third. Now the 2-0. High fly ball, shallow left. Heiser racing in, Ruckman racing out, and that ball will drop in between them for a bloop single. Everybody moves up 90 feet. Slack scores. Summers to third, Barker to second. RBI bloop single for Thomas, and he has 7 RBI in this doubleheader. And it is 15-0. Tyler Shark, who pinch hit last inning and had an RBI single, will bat for the second time, but not before North makes a pitching change. That'll be it for Powell. So we'll tell you about the new North pitcher after this 30-second timeout on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
The new pitcher is the center fielder coming in from center field, Caleb Enriquez. He pitched an inning in game one, and he was the most effective of the 3 North pitchers. He only allowed 1 run in his inning of work on a couple of hits. He walked 1, struck out 1. He comes on here in the top of the third, Ottumwa leading 15-0. Bases loaded for OHS, 1 out, and the batter Tyler Shark. So Shark probably thinking it's 15-0, and they bring in a guy just in time to give me a lefty-lefty matchup. And Shark is 1 for 1 since coming in. Waiting on Manriquez to throw the rest of his warm-up pitches. So far this inning, Thomas Mitchell's doubled. Lucas Barnes doubled him home. Ryan Slack singled. The run Royer popped out. Trevor Summers an RBI single. Tice Barker hit into a fielder's choice where everybody ended up being safe. And then Max Thomason pinch hitting hit a bloop single for an RBI, his 7th of the doubleheader. Bases loaded, 1 out, 3 runs home in the inning. Ottumwa leading 15-0. Will this be the final warm-up pitch for Manriquez? And he nods to the umpire, he's ready to go. So Shark stands in, the elder of the 2 Sharks.
Now batting number 21, Tyler Shark.
See if Tyler can handle the lefty-lefty matchup here. Summers at third, Barker at second, Thomason at first. The pitch to Shark. Swing and a miss 0-1. Boy, Tyler really put his foot in the bucket there. Kind of stepping towards first base. And here's someone from the dugout say, keep that front foot in, kid. A long pause by Manriquez, the 0-1. High fly ball to right. And that's going to get over the head and roll all the way to the fence. Ottumwa, though, just going station to station here with the huge lead. Boy, the starters in the dugout groaned that Shark wasn't allowed to have an extra base hit, but he does have his second base hit and second RBI of the game, 16-0. Summers scores. Barker stopped at third.
Baseman, number 25, Julian
Thomason
Moore.
at second, and now Julian Moore, the ninth man to bat in the inning. Ottumwa batting around for the third straight inning. Moore has doubled, tripled, and flied out, and he takes a pitch off the plate outside, ball one. Want to know the count to the Bulldog third baseman. The pitch on the way. High fly, shallow right. This could be trouble. It'll get down for a bloop single. Everybody advanced 90 more feet as North gets it back in. Well, now Moore is just a home run away from the cycle. 17-0. Barker scores. Thomason to third. Shark to second. Thomas Mitchell led this inning off with a double. He's back up again. And he swings and fouls it back 0-1.
The pitcher, number 18, Thomas Mitchell, batting.
Five runs home in the inning. 17-0 the score. Again, a score we'd like to see when we play North in football this fall. I'd take it. The 0-1 is popped to the right, and it'll land by the Ottumwa on deck circle. Count is 0-2. I think Mitchell is going to swing at anything that's within the zip code of the strike zone at this point. Ottumwa leading by 2 touchdowns and a field goal. The 0-2, that bounced in there 1-2. Six hits in the inning, 14 in the game, after Ottumwa had 17 hits and scored 24 runs in game one. Now the 1-2. Bounced it in there 2-2. Mitchell doesn't want to walk. First 2 pitches of the at-bat were maybe off the outside corner, but he swung at him anyway. Now 2-2, and I think he just moved up in the batter's box a little bit. The 2-2 pitch. Bounced in there again, 3-2. Bases loaded, 1 out. Runners get their short leads. Manriquez taking his time. Now he's ready. The 3-2. Popped it up. Infield fly, batter's out. It'll be caught by the pitcher Manriquez behind the mound for out number 2. And the batter Lucas Barnes, he's reached on an error. He's singled, he's doubled. 1 RBI in the game.
Center fielder.
That was earlier this
Lucas
inning
Barnes.
on his double that drove home Mitchell. Deep breath by the left-hander, Caleb Manriquez. First pitch. Upstairs, ball 1. I believe they started game 2 over at softball. I didn't hear a final, but Ottumwa had a 12-0 lead in the first inning over there last we looked, so presumably the Bulldogs picked up that victory. Over here at baseball, the 1-0 pitch to Barnes, low and away, 2-0. $17-0 Ottumwa. Two and 0 to Lucas Barnes. Bases loaded, 2 out, and the pitch. Upstairs, 3-0. I can promise you, hopefully more exciting action tomorrow night. Ottumwa softball at Indianola. First pitch at 5:30 for that doubleheader here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Now the 3-0. Sailed high, ball 4. Barnes will get an RBI on the free pass, 18-0. Thomason scores. That closes the book on the starter, Bryant Powell. And the batter is Ryan Slack. He's got Tyler Shark at third, Julian Moore at second, and now Lucas Barnes at first. Slack is 2 for 3, 2 singles, and he's reached on an error. And that pitch is low, ball 1. Boy, 18-0. They ended game 1 after 3 innings by mutual consent. I'm wondering if this game is headed for that as well. No way to know for sure. Now the 1-0. Sails high, 2-0. Manriquez has kind of lost the range here. 6 straight out of the zone. The 2-0 pitch on the way to Ryan Slack. And it's outside, 3-0. Manriquez right now just kind of aiming the ball. There are 2 out. North just 1 out away from ending a very long top of the third. 6 runs have scored. Bases loaded, 2 down. Slack the 12th man to come to the plate. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He chased one in the dirt, but Ottumwa might have to force the issue a little bit with some swings just to get this inning going along. Again, it's that conundrum. You don't want to give away an at-bat. You don't want a hitter to, develop bad tendencies just for the sake of getting out of the inning. As Slack swings and misses at a pretty good pitch there, 3-2. Well, we've gone as far as we can go. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, bases loaded. Ball 4 is another run. Strike 3 ends the inning. Runners will be moving on the pitch, at least you would normally in a 3-2 count with 2 out. Up 18-0, Ottumwa might not bother. Manriquez winds. Runners aren't going. 3-2 is lifted in the air to center. Powell going back. He's underneath it, drifting, and he makes the catch to retire the side. So Ottumwa tacks on 6 more. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Ottumwa 18, North nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Schroeder Graphics and Signs, LLC, across the road from RJ Performance, is your go-to headquarters for all things custom designed, including vehicle wraps, printing, signs, billboards, and state-of-the-art commercial lighted signs. They also do window designs, semis, and VIN DOTs, wall designs, any size of coolers, customized bag boards, custom trailers, tumblers, race cars, go-karts, off-road vehicles, and more. Realtors, contact them for your custom yard signs, too. Visit sgsignsllc.com and like them on Facebook. Schroeder Graphics, be a brand above.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I do it for the love of it.
Bottom of the third inning. Ottumwa 18, Des Moines North nothing. Bulldog head coach John Yeager talking to our home plate umpire. And I do wonder if they're discussing whether or not 3 innings is going to be enough for game 2 as well. Checking to see if Ottumwa has any other substitutions here. Max Thomason is now playing shortstop. Tyler Shark is in left, but that happened an inning ago. Looks like everybody else is where they started. Moore at third, Royer at second, Slack at first, Summers behind the plate. It should be Barnes in center and Barker in right. 9-1-2 due up for Des Moines North here, starting with Aaron Gunkarian.
Leading off the bottom of the
And this will be his first at-bat of the season at the varsity level.
Aaron Gunkarian.
Tall right-handed batter, digs in. Hits from a bit of a crouch. The pitch from Mitchell, swing and a miss a little bit late for strike 1. Decent swing from Gunkarian. Again, another young player. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss again, 0-2. Thomas Mitchell, he obviously had to wait a long time between innings pitched here, but he's struck out the last 4 batters he's faced. Now the 0-2. Called strike 3, make it 5. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night for out number 1 here in the 3rd. Top of the order, Rudy Ruckman, a ground ball to third, his first time up.
Shortstop, number 1, Rudy Ruckman.
First pitch on the way. In the dirt, ball 1. That's the first ball that Mitchell has thrown to a batter since the leadoff hitter in the 2nd inning, Ben Heiser. The last 3 batters after him all struck out on 3 pitches. That pitch misses up and away, and it's 2-0 to Ruckman. Two balls, no strikes. Now Ruckman steps out. The pitch. Outside corner, strike 1. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on for North here in the bottom of the 3rd. Mitchell's pitch. Ground ball to the right side, backhanded by Slack, and the first baseman will take it to the bag himself for out number 2. That brings up Trevor Daring, who singled his first time up.
Now batting for your Polar Bears, the catcher, number 11, Trevor Daring.
So Daring will stand in. Right-hander to right-hander, the pitch, low and away, ball 1. Ottumwa won game 1, 24-0. They lead 18-0 here in game 2. 5 in the first, 7 in the second, 6 in the 3rd. Ooh, that pitch up and in, and it hit him in the arm, and that stung. Daring will head down to first. He's reached base twice in this game. And the batter, Xavier Cohn, who was hit by a pitch his first time up. Two out now, runner on first.
Third baseman, number 25, Xavier Cohn.
Before Cohn bats, Daring is down the line past first base with his coach down there. They're trying to rub out the soreness in that bicep or tricep that got hit by the pitch. And now Daring is coming back to the dugout. I think they need a pinch runner for him. Someone's got to come out of the dugout to run. And it'll be Yiwei Yar, who played third base in game one. So Yar now at first. Cone stands in, 2 down. Mitchell trying to pitch around the 2-out, hit by pitch. And that pitch, it came up and in, and it hit Cone. Second time he's been hit.
Next up for the Polar Bears, first baseman number 24.
So here is Jonah O'Neill, who is 0 for 1 with a fly ball to left. 2 on, 2 out, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. Second time in 3 innings, North has had 2 on. Still trying to get their first run of the doubleheader, the 0-1. On the inside corner, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Mitchell's 0-2. Swing and a chopper foul, third base side. We'll do it again. The stretch by Thomas in the 0-2. Pop up, foul right side, over to get it. The catcher Summers makes the catch, and that does it for the third inning. No runs, no hits, 2 left. 18-0 Ottumwa. Let's take 30 seconds and return. We were done after 3 in game 1. Don't know if we're done yet or not here. 30 seconds and we're back on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
Go Bulldogs! You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Well, unlike game 1, we're going to play on top of the 4th. Ottumwa 18, Des Moines North nothing. Caleb Manriquez will stay in the game after getting the final 2 outs of the third inning. 7, 8, 9 due up for Ottumwa. Royer, Summers, and Barker. Theron Royer is 1 for 3 with a 2-run triple and RBI groundout. Manriquez throwing his warm-up pitches. Again, after this game, the Bulldog baseball team doesn't play again until Monday, when we play host to Des Moines Lincoln. Our next broadcast of Ottumwa High Athletics, though, is tomorrow when the Bulldog softball team plays at Indianola. Ottumwa 18 runs, 15 hits, no errors. North no runs, 1 hit, and 5 errors in 3 innings. One more warm-up coming for Manriquez, who works very deliberately. Now the catcher, During, will throw down to second. During back in the game after being pinch run for in the bottom half of the third.
Leading off the top of the 4th for the Bulldogs.
So here's Royer.
Number 16, Theron Royer.
Caleb Manriquez, Manriquez. Tall, lanky left-hander, winds and delivers, and Royer will swing and ground it to the right side. A.J. Larson knocks it down, picks it up, throws high, and it gets away. And Royer will not try to take second. not with an 18-0 lead. So he's on the air. And the batter, Trevor Summers, who has a triple, a single, and a walk. He's driven in a pair. First pitch on the way to Summers. Sails in high, ball one. Short lead at first for Royer. No way he's running. They are holding him on. But Manriquez is still working out of the windup even with the man on base. And the pitch is outside, 2-0. The left-hander looks over at first. And the pitch on the way. And a fly ball to center. Powell came in a step, now over to his left. Makes the catch for out number one. Tice Barker, the batter, 0 for 3.
The right fielder, number 1, Tice Barker.
A ground out, a pop out, and he reached on a fielder's choice and scored a run in the third. One on, one out for him here in the fourth. The pitch. On the outside corner, strike one. One of his teammates said, "Remember, it helps if you swing the bat." Tice with a grin on his face as he digs back in. Now the 0-1. He swings and fouls it at the plate, 0-2. Max Thomason on deck. 0-2 to Barker. And the pitch. Hit in the air foul left side. That'll be out of the reach of the third baseman Cone, and we stay at 0-2. Barker digs back in. Now another 0-2 pitch on the way. Popped up foul behind the plate. Daring trying to find it. He'll make the catch for out number 2. 2 down for Max Thomason, who had an RBI single in the third inning of this game.
Batting number 20, Max Thomason.
And Ottumwa 1 out away from not scoring in an inning for the first time in this doubleheader. Game 1, they had 18 in the first, 1 in the second, 5 in the third. Game 2, they've had 5 in the first, 7 in the second, 6 in the third. And that pitch up high to Thomason, ball 1. One and 0 the count. And the pitch. On the outside corner for a called strike, 1-1. Royer the runner at first. He reached on a leadoff error. Since then, Summers has flied out and Barker has fouled out. Now the 1-1 to Max. Liner, left field, base hit. Thomason 2 for 2. Royer stops at second, and the batter Tyler Shark, who is 2 for 2 with a couple of RBI singles.
Number 21, Tyler Shark.
Two on, 2 out. 18-0 Ottumwa, top 4. First pitch, upstairs, ball 1. 1-0. Lefty-lefty matchup again for Shark. Didn't matter last time. He hit the ball all the way to the right field fence. That pitch bounced in there, and it's 2-0. Hitters count for Shark, 2 balls, no strikes. The next offering, liner into right for a base hit. That'll load the bases as Ottumwa's only going station to station here. Shark is 3 for 3. And they're loaded for Julian Moore.
Third baseman number 25, Julian Moore.
Moore is a home run away from the cycle. A ground rule double in the first inning. He tripled in the second and scored when the ball was thrown away. And he had a bloop single in the third. Now, he can't get himself an inside-the-park home run because Ottumwa won't run for it. They'll stop the runners. That's up high, ball 1. So if Moore wants his cycle, he will have to hit it over the fence. 1-0 to the Bulldog third baseman here in Game 2 today. The next offering from Manriquez. Low and away, 2-0. Two hits in the inning. 17 in the game for Ottumwa, leading 18-0. And that pitch grounded to third. Pick clean on the short hop by Cone. Throw across the diamond is in time, and that retires the side. So Ottumwa, no runs, 2 hits, 1 error. They leave them loaded. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Ottumwa 18, North nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I have dark seasons of my life?
Bottom of the fourth inning, Thomas Mitchell back out there for OHS, still working on a 1-hit shutout to this point. He's struck out 5. He's hit 3 batters, hasn't walked anybody. And, of course, well on his way to a win. He's got an 18-0 lead. And when this game is done, he'll have victory number 1 on the season. Caleb Manriquez, Ben Heiser, Bryant Powell, the 3 due up for North.
Leading off the bottom of the fourth for your Polar Bears, pitcher number 18, Caleb Manriquez.
Manriquez called out on strikes. He bunts it in front of the plate. Summers on his knees, picks it up, throws to first out number 1. That ball hung in the air and landed right in front of the plate and stayed there. Everybody stared at it for a moment, then both dugouts started screaming, "Go, go, go."
Next up for North, left fielder number 13,
Here's Ben Heiser, struck out swinging his first time up. Mitchell winds and delivers, and it's in there for a strike at the letters 0-1. Thomas working quickly. The next offering swung on and missed 0-2. In a game like this, it is nice to see Mitchell not wasting any time between pitches. Get on the rubber, get the sign, and go. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Highs are down on 3 pitches. Strikeout number 6 for Mitchell, 2 down for Bryant Poe, who struck out his first time up.
The center fielder, number 23, Bryant Poe.
First pitch, swing and a miss, chased a high one, strike 1. Mitchell's 0-1. In there for a strike 0-2. Mitchell gets strike 3 here. It'd be a 7-pitch 4th inning. The 0-2. Swing and a miss at a curveball, strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night once again. North gone in order in the 4th. 7 strikeouts for Mitchell. We head, I presume, to the top of the 5th. The Ottumwa leading 18-0 on the Ottumwa radio. Oh, hold on. The whole Bulldog team coming out of the dugout, North waving. That's going to do it after 4 innings. We are done. Ottumwa wins it by a final of 18-0.
Today's varsity baseball action.
Bulldogs get the sweep. We'll take 3 minutes instead. Come back and wrap up the day on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Coal Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made-in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Coal Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Coal Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Hi, I'm Mark Frimeware, new owner of Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, Iowa. Call us at Champion Bowl to join the fun. We have new hours to better serve you. We are open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to midnight, and noon to 10 every Sunday. If you just want to hang out in the lounge, we have a full bar and a great menu. Make sure and like us on Facebook for weekly fun and special at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, where bowling is fun.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Summer is the time to make every moment count. So pack more toys with bigger hauling and towing capacity. Go social outdoor style, connect with your friends, and turn up your soundtrack to make your rides even more epic. Because conquering summer is about capturing every second of adventure. Polaris. Think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wait now we up now. And when we touch down.
And welcome back one final time tonight to Des Moines North, where Ottumwa gets the baseball sweep, winning Game 1 24-0, and then Game 2 18-0 in 4 innings. The totals for Ottumwa: 18 runs, 17 hits, no errors, 8 left on base. Thomas Mitchell, the winner, now 1-2. For North, no runs, 1 hit, 6 errors, 4 left on base. Bryant Poe, the loser, 0-1. in a ball game that took 1 hour and 26 minutes to complete. Ottumwa now 12-3, 6-0 in the Metro Conference North, 0-12, 0-6 in Metro Conference play. Our next broadcast of Ottumwa High Athletics tomorrow night, we're back with the softball team on the road at Indianola. First pitch at 5:30 on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. I want to thank our sponsors one more time: Community First Credit Union, Petrito Orthodontics, Reflection Studio, Schroeder Graphics and Sign, Champion Bowl, Citizens Mutual, Mike's Pizza, Meridian Credit Union, Ottumwa Job Corps Center, Slayton Polaris, Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, Lisco, Cold Palace Cafe and Books, Blackhawk Auto Body, and Lee's Photography. A big thank you to Bulldog head coach John Yeager for helping us prepare for the broadcast today. And a big thank you to both of my producers, Annie Argo, the on-site video producer, and Brandon Drew, the radio producer back at the KBIZ studios. Finally, I'd like to thank you, the fans, for tuning in tonight, because without your support of these broadcasts and of Ottumwa High Athletics, none of this would be possible. So thank you for tuning in to Bulldog Baseball on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. My name's Jason Van Arkel. I'll talk to you tomorrow night when the Bulldogs softball team plays at Indianola. Until then, good night, everybody.